Hi guys, right, it's Friday again already. I wanted to do a video exactly a week later from last week because I took the NMN tablet capsule. So I'll come on to that again in a minute, but I just wanted to make this video today. So I've been looking also at the microbiome again, and indeed, I've just been watching videos and it's fascinating. There's 2 points I want to make this week. One of them is I've not been feeling too great this week. It's not anything, I don't think it's anything to do with taking those tablets at all, because I was feeling a little bit like that before. And I must say, over the last couple of weeks perhaps, my eating habits have kind of slipped. So from eating all the healthy stuff I've been eating and all these amazing things, vegetables and things like that, because of various different reasons, you know what, life's busy, right? And you've not always got time to be the perfect chef and get all what you need. So we've been like kind of eating on the go and eating a little bit like processed foods, or ultra processed foods, whatever you want to say, just because life just gets in the way. And like the whole day of the double glazing, that was mad. I had to send out twice for food on that day because I couldn't get in the kitchen. So I had to have sandwiches for dinner. Just so not prepared for that. Then we had chips from the chip shop at night and, you know, all this stuff. And it's kind of gone on a bit. Then we went for a wedding at the weekend and had the lovely wedding food. And I've been eating biscuits. There's no excuse for it. I'm in control of myself. But unfortunately, over the last couple of weeks, let's just say my habits have not been great eating-wise. And I have to say, it's had a massive effect on my health. And it's just the light bulb moment's just happened over the last couple of days. Feeling like low mood-wise, feeling, again, tired, just, you know, can't be bothered kind of thing, blah, blah, blah. So I can't really say anything about those capsules at the moment. I just felt like I was coming down with a bit of a virus or something like that because I was just completely lethargic, no energy at all. And then if you're anything like me, things get on top of you and you want to do things, but you've got no energy to do things, like your mind wants to do things, but your body doesn't. So it's all of that stuff. So I'm just keeping it real. So been taking those capsules every day. NMN. Yeah, it is. NMN. I'm not selling these, by the way. I keep telling you that. I'm just trying it. I had an email as well to say that there'd be auto-subscribing, as in the next lot. And I'm like, I didn't say that, so I need to go and sort that out because I haven't actually signed up for any more. It must have been in the small print about that. So, yeah, luckily enough, or unluckily enough, on Friday, in all the chaos, I lost my bank card, so I've had to cancel it, which does mean that this auto-renewing subscription card thing won't happen because my card is now blocked. Anyway, back to the thing. So I've been having it in the morning with my morning drink. They say to eat on an empty stomach. So nothing's happened so far, I will say. But like I said, you know, it's been a bit of a weird week. It's not been a normal week to judge by with all what's been going on. So I can't really make any comments about that. What I can talk about is I've been looking more and more at this microbiome and what it is and how it affects you and your mind. And it's just unreal, really, honestly, the more you look into it. I mean, I'm not sure whether I've touched on this before in another video, but I find it fascinating that everybody's microbiome is unique. From when you're born, your microbiome is basically the gut bacteria or general bacteria, microbes on your body, in your body, right? And the reason it's unique is because when you come into this world, whether you're normal birth or cesarean or whatever it might be, the circumstances are different each time to what's in the atmosphere at the time, what things you come into contact with when you're born, basically. And it starts from there. And what your bacteria do, whether they're good ones or bad ones, is they like colonise. They're like little Pac-Man things. I will recommend, there's a video on Netflix, if you're lucky enough to have Netflix. It's called Hack Your Health. And it's incredible. I've watched it once already, but I've started to watch it again because it was a while back once I watched it. And it gives you everything really simplified. And it's so incredible. It shows you how your large intestine works and things like that, because it's down in the large intestine, which is also your colon. That's where all of this goes on. And, you know, everyone's always known there's been a link between the brain and the gut. That's why people say, oh, I had a gut feeling about it and things like that. But it is, you know, it's much more important than you think. And it's definitely been linked now to things like, I think, Alzheimer's, autism, ADHD. There's a massive amount of research going on at the moment. And again, it's something that when I went to the doctors originally about my stomach condition and my permanent heartburn and how I've got these pains in my stomach, the GP can't know. They're not specialised enough in stomach health and gastro stuff to know that the ins and outs of it. So you've got to kind of study these things yourself. But it's fascinating, honestly. And if you watch that programme, I'm going to be doing more videos about it because I do find it absolutely fascinating, this link and the subject and the science behind it as well. There's been a lot of science behind it. You can actually have your gut microbiome tested and things like that. There's a bit of controversy over how accurate that is, because there's people out there selling test kits and things like that. I'm not sure how good they are. I've seen a few things to say and they're not that accurate. But yeah, it's just so fascinating how little changes to your diet can make such a massive difference. And it's not just about, if you're going to eat, say, kale or lettuce or whatever, cabbage, every day, you're not giving yourself that whole variety of different colours and things in your diet. What they actually say is you should eat 30 plant-based foods a week, which is a lot. 30 plant-based foods. That's like not just vegetables and fruit, but things like, I found out plant-based is also nuts and things like that. You obviously got your fruit, nuts, kimchi that I talked about before, your fermented foods, and your sauerkraut, things like that. So there's a lot more to it if you really go down into it, but it's really, really fascinating. And one thing they also do say, actually, if you get stomach pains and heartburn, if you're struggling in the night time, to lay on your left side, because it's the way that your intestines are made up. There's like a pocket at the top. And if you lay on your left side in the night, it will release the air. I didn't really know where the air goes, but it's apparently it's a proven thing. So, I mean, I did know that anyway, but I don't know how I know that. Again, did you also know, fascinating fact, that your gut actually has memory tissues? It's been proven as well now that not only have you got memory in your brain, but you have similar tissues in your gut, and they can actually remember things. So sometimes it's so linked to your brain, then people say, it's my gut instinct, go with your gut. It's because your gut and brain are so connected that you might not remember it in the normal proper way in your brain, but it is somewhere stored inside your tissues. It's fascinating, honestly. And the more I read about it, the more it fascinates me. So I'm not going to waffle on forever. I just wanted to give you a bit of an update. Obviously, I'm going to be taking these capsules again. See how I feel next week energy wise. I think as of yesterday, we've got back into a bit of a routine again because you know what, you get upset. This must happen to people. You get a lot of things going on, and then you can't. It's a bit of a chicken and the egg thing. You have no energy to do the jobs that you need to do. You have no energy to go shopping and buy nice food. So you're sort of just snacking. We've been to the freezer and keep getting like chips out and stuff like that, and they're just easy to keep you going through the day and everything. But actually it's counterproductive because you're eating things that are not really that good for you. Yeah, okay, it keeps you going and it fills a gap and it stops you being hungry, but actually when it goes deep down into where it needs to go, it's not that great, and it's not doing you any good, and it's not doing your brain any good, and your whole well-being, really. It's not just about it's all of you, it's everything, it's your outlook on life, it's how you feel in the morning, it's about how you just generally your general well-being, your mood. Even your mood is definitely ruled by what you eat and things like that, by your microbiome. It's been proven. So it's one of those things, isn't it? Sometimes in the morning you just wake up and think, oh, why am I in a bit of a mood, bit of a manky mood? No reason at all, I can't think of a reason I'm like it. You just wake up in the morning, you're a bit like that. And there's reasons behind it, and it's just fascinating. So I encourage you to watch that or watch anything about it on YouTube because it is fascinating. I'm a bit, not obsessed with it, but I'm tweaking my diet so that I can get the best version of me. And if that includes cutting out some of these ultra-processed foods and things like that, then that's what I'm going to do, because I've been trying so hard, and it's proven as well, by the way, another program I've watched. If you eat certain biscuits and certain foods, they are actually made on purpose to make you addicted to them. It's like sugar is obviously an addiction as well. So you have one biscuit, you want another, you want another. I mean, I'll be honest, I can't stop once I start that. One little crunch, one little munch, and I can't leave it alone. I can close the box up or the packet up, and I can leave it there for about 5 minutes. The little devil in there, he knows. He knows, and he knows that I can keep going back and feed myself and have more and more and more of the same. And I think we all do that. And then you eat it and you think, oh, why did I do that? I'm so annoyed with myself. It's just a vicious circle. But anyway, that's me. Enough for this week. I am going to carry on with it. I'm going to do a bit more of a deep dive. I will have time, hopefully next week, to put a more detailed video together, more informative. That's what my plan is. But the weeks just fly, don't you think? So let us know in the comments if you've got any feedback. I'd really appreciate that. Give us a thumbs up. And have a good weekend all, and catch you on the next one. Bye bye.